Hello, it's Markham here for Markham 3D, and I almost hit 10,000 subscribers. I got 20 more. 20 more. And then, yeah, I've hit 10,000. So we're going to continue on with this little La Spina bike. Yes, so if you know anyone that hasn't subscribed, send them over. Make sure they hit the subscribe button. Oh my goodness. Alright, so what I'm just going to do is start off by importing a character so that I can have it as a reference. Collections, character 1, link. Cool beans, cool bananas. And then I'm just going to press spacebar for search and proxy. We want to make a proxy, and I know the proxy is rig. If I move, don't do that. If I move, come on. Proxy, there we go. Alright, so I don't want to select this anymore, so I can come up to filters, selection. Let's deselect that. Now I can no longer select the character, only the rig. Lovely jubblies. Here's our agreement to buy your I forgot about that. What? Eventually. Yes, I need to organize something like that. All right, so for now, what we're just going to be doing is kind of just scaling our person. We can see that it is, the person's actually a bit too small. And then if we kind of like raise those legs in there. So let's now, what we'll do is we'll come in and select everything but the character. So I can have the character selected, Control I to invert the selection. Let's scale, let's go Shift S, cursor world origin, and then we'll scale it from there. So where are we? 3D cursor. What do we reckon? Probably that there seems like a good size. So now we can come back into the character, pose mode, and so let's just kind of set this up. Okay, so where are your feet? And we can see right here is kind of like the foothold. No, I just want this. Or not. Why is it? Oh, it's good. I've got that. Medium point. So let's just kind of put that in place. There, that doesn't look right, does it? And you're a little bit off center, buddy. So let's grab him. GX, put that into perspective. Maybe here, GX. Move everything. And what we'll do is come up to here, location. Can we make it? No, I can't. Okay, that's fine. So let's just manually line him up a little bit. GX, this is just for reference, so we can get the sizes right. And let's move that on the x-axis so we can see already that this needs to be bigger. I think I just made the bike now too small. So let's go back into object mode, have that selected, Control I to invert the selection, go back to 3D origin and scale it up a smidgen. I think probably about there. Control A, apply the scale. Lovely. Now we can come back in here, select that, pose mode. And from here, put this there. Like so. Nope. Nope. Oops. Let's go back into medium point. And he's kind of going to lean back. And as most people, whoops. We all kind of, there we go. Ooh, I don't like this bit in the guts. That's part of the rigging that I've done. So I can go back and fix that at a later stage. But once again, this is just for reference. Hello, hello, hello. Andrew, how are we? Andrea. Okay. Beautiful. So now this is what we were struggling with last time, was working out what we can do. So what are we at? 980. Still on the 980 mark. So If you know anyone, I want to try and hit this 10,000 mark by midnight. Will it work? I don't know. Alright. Does that look too uncomfortable? That rigging needs to be fixed, but I'm not concerned about that now, because this is just... Does that work? I think that works. That shielding there kind of works with the pipes. I like it. The back seems fine. What we might do is extend this chair. Well, actually, we'll put little cushions back here. This is what I did on one of my other models that I was mucking around with the other night. Just for funsies, because I was remote. I am using the... Am I using AutoRig? Yeah, I am using AutoRigPro. Oops, let's keep that at 1. Let's change this to 0. And now we've got FK. Okay. And then we can kind of guess roughly. Buddy, whoa. Rotate YY 90 minus. And then we know that probably about here-ish. Like that. And I'm going to rotate that around. So he's kind of like shoulders kind of like grabbing rather than shoulders being back here and like this. We're kind of pulling it forward and around. Yeah, there we go. And then we can have that more of an extension. And when I can come up here now is I can go to pose. I can go copy pose, pose, and then we can go paste, posed, flip. And now we've got the other arm in there. This is butchered. That's because I didn't take the shoulder as well. So copy pose. Let's go. There we go. Look at that. It's got pictorials. So that's probably where the controls are. So I think now blocking this up, this should probably come up a lot higher. Excuse me. Let's just copy this pose as well, just so it's all mirrored. Yeah, nice. So definitely that body needs to come up. We'll work on the cushions, this chair a little bit. So let's go back into object mode. Now I'm just going to hide him briefly, and let's go from here. C. Let's go into face mode. I want faces. Copy that. Shift D, GX, or not, GX, GY. And let's have a look. What are we looking at? Let's go Control LP, separate by selection, so it's out on its own stuff. Let's turn off. Oops, bring that back. Let's go here. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop this up. I'm going to separate this out like so. Let's now select everything. I'm going to press I to do an inset, and let's do I again, which I don't want to really do right now. Let's go I. All right, let's do this one manually. So what I want to do is, if I just extrude it, it's going to be sitting back on this line. I want to get rid of these sections here. There we go. Delete vertices. So now everything we do should sit nicely. Let's select these sections. I'm going to do Control B to put in a bevel, like so. Delete faces. So now we've kind of got this rib section, and I'm going to go like this. Let's grab these sections and do that. Let's go E to extrude. Let's turn on subsurface. I'm going to delete those back faces because I don't want them. Control R. There we go. And now we've kind of got these, you know, kind of cushions. Whoops. I didn't want that. Control B. Well, actually, no, that might work. Let's leave that. Like so. Control B to do a bevel. There we go. And now what I can do is I can grab all this. G, X, Y maybe. G, Y. And so now that's given that little bit of extra depth to that chair. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button. Let's try and hit 10K. 10,000 subs. Let's come into here. I'm going to do Alt H to unhide everything. So we got our chap back. From here, let's grab, I'm just going to grab this section here. Let's go into wireframe. And see, hello, Mr. Wide Arc Shark. Wide Arc Shark. Let's bring it up. And I think I don't really want to expand that. Shift S cursor to world origin. Let's put the 3D cursor here-ish and scale on the X. So it kind of now goes in and then comes back out. Yeah. I'd say that works out well. And then from here, this section up here, we can put in the controls to come through. That seems a lot better, a lot spicier. From here in this section here, I kind of want to make a bit more of a bracket, some sort of kind of like a strength. So let's go plane, tab into edit mode. Let's put it like so. I'm going to bring it in here. How do we want to do this? Let's scale. Oops. Let's go medium point. And I'm going to bring this like so. G, we'll bring this up into here. I'm just going to hide this section. And what I'm going to do is kind of put a whole bunch of triangles in there. And from here, let's go, I'm going to put an edge loop here-ish, and then I can go GG so it follows the normal. And then let's go extrude that like so. We'll just grab that all over, just move it over a smidgen. Let's go G, Y. So now we've kind of got this triangle in here. I'm going to grab this section. Nope, let's put in a few like this. Let's go GG, GG, GG. Actually, let's move these both down, GG. And so what I'm doing is I'm just trying to create a few trapezoids. Show the love, like Spike. Yes. Yes. 81. Come on, another 19. Let's hit that 10K. So I'm just putting in a whole bunch of triangles. And then from here, let's guesstimate. Oh, I don't like that. So now the reason why I created all these triangles, now if I go like this, if I press I to do an inset, and then I to do an inset again, we've got this fun looking thing. And I can go delete faces. I'm not a fan of this section up here, so I actually might just go delete vertices. And let's go delete this face here. And what I might do is grab on this edge in here, E to extrude on the Y axis. And so we've kind of got this bracket that comes up. Scale on the Y, 0. Let's put in like so. Just add in a few more triangles, and what we'll do is we'll come in and bend it afterwards. Put another edge loop in here. I think that would work nicely. Dun dun dun. I to do an inset. Delete faces. Now if I do, let's go tab into object mode, Alt H. So that there doesn't look too bad. What we might do is grab this section here and actually bring it down so it sits under the seat. And then what will happen is this kind of like reinforcement will be bolted to the pipes. 82. Thank you very much, Mr. Wide Arch Shark. From here, let's go into, we'll come in and we'll round off these edges. Let's grab, just to add a little bit of decoration and a little bit of flair, I'm going to extrude here and scale that in. Let's start off by putting in the mirror modifier, so we've got it on both sides. I'm going to select it, E to extrude, yes, E to extrude. And so now we've kind of got this frame. From here, this is what I was talking about. We can come in and I can select these sections, and then I can do Control B to put a bevel in. bring it out, and then middle mouse wheel up, and now I've got these curvy bits. Ugh, that bit doesn't look good. Let's have a look. Well, we've got to fix this problem first, because that's not right. So what are we doing here? Let's bring that down. Alt-M at last to merge that. I'm assuming in here is broken as well. Alt-M last. There we go. So we've cleaned up that section. We've got the same problem up here. Alt-M last. So that was because of, I have no idea. Probably the insets didn't work properly. Let's just go through and just quickly make sure everything else is lined up quite nicely. Hunky-dory. Now what we're going to do here is I kind of want it to bend in. So from, let's grab this vertex here, Shift S, cursor to selected. And then what I can do is I can come in here and see. Let's just go select all this stuff. How does that look? To me, that looks fine. I'm going to grab that bit there and I want to bend it in. So I'm going to come over here into 3D cursor. I'm going to rotate around this. I'm just going to go rotate. How bad does that look? Actually, that's not too bad. So what I might do is let's grab back into here. Select that vertex. I'm just going to GX, manually move it, try and line it up so it's a little bit. Look at that. Lovely jubblies. And let's do the same here. I'm a fan. From here, 83, 17 more. From here, what are we doing? In there, and let's go back and Control B on all this. And then you can see now we've kind of got these curves in here that just make it look a little bit more industrial. Because obviously, let's say you're using a CNC machine. You won't have a hard edge in there. It'll always be ever so slightly rounded because of the tool piece. Even if you're doing it with a laser cutter. I used to be a fitter and turner back in the day. That's why I'm talking about laser cutters now. Okay. Yep, I'm happy with that. Let's bring this one up here. And so I'm just going to kind of go around. Control B. There we go. And you can see we've got something nice forming. Got all that. Control B. Lovely. Let's grab that, and that. Almost done with these. And then what we'll do is we'll come on and we'll put in the bevel modifier. And all that's going to do is we're just going to focus on things that are greater than 45 degrees-ish. So we won't have to re-bevel all this stuff. Control B. Oops. So I can't go too much because of this. So I actually might go Control Z. Let's deselect these two edges and worry about these. Control B. And then we will select these two edges and then we can do a bit of a bigger bevel. Nice. Okay, and almost done. And one more. And so what this has done is just kind of added that little bit more rigidity. Oh, I like it. But the bevels might all... I do like Shift R. I will try that next time. It's just the bevels would be all different. But whoa, wrong one. But I will try and remember these shortcuts. I'm trying to learn to use 1, 2, and 3 to change the different types of edges and faces. Okay, so what do we got? And we come down here. So we're in the bevel. We want a limit of angle. You're a jerk. Fine. Okay, let's type in shade smooth and we've got this yuckiness, but if we come over here into the object data, normals, auto smooth, pow. So now, I hate you. Let's go in here. Let's go Alt M center. Ooh. Alt M center. There we go. So we've got a bit of a divot at the moment. That's fine. We can come back and fix that one up. Let's select these two. Alt M center. And now when I come in here, let's select. There we go. Let's come into side view and I'm just going to manually line this up. Lovely. Geez, I really like that. From here, Shift S, cursor world origin. Let's throw in some tubing cylinders. Yeah, that's fine. Rotate X, Y, 90. Let's scale that down. Scale on the X and just keep scaling it in. I kind of want these rods. And I'm going to go G. I'm going to, whoops, come back here. I'm going to put a rod going through there. So it's kind of giving it support. Scale on the X. And then we'll do that in a few other places as well. Shift D, probably one through there. And let's just give it another one as well. Shift D, probably put one in here. So it's kind of almost holding the chair as well. Gee, I like this piece. From here, I'm going to grab this section in here. I just want to bevel it. That's an interesting bevel. Okay, let's go like that. And I'm going to grab this section, Control B, put a bevel. Yeah, nice. That's good. So we're going to have to work on the steering still. I was in discussion with myself. Can I ask, how long have you been modeling and using Blender? I just started learning about 2 months ago and will admit, woof. Correct. So I started touching Blender. We're in 2020. I finished in 20. Hang on. I touched Blender like 16 years ago. But the one thing that I did not know how to do was shade smooth, and that's what took me off. But probably in the last 3-4 years, I've been pushing a lot harder, doing a lot more animated short films. And this year, I'll definitely be creating a lot more animated short films using the Oculus Quest and what else? Quest, the Oculus Rift, facial motion capture using the iPhone. So hopefully I can get those workflows good. Start producing some short films is really what I want. That's the whole reason why I got into Blender, was to make short films. Okay, from here, let's now add in the solidifier on here. Do I already have it? I do not. So let's go solidifier. Let's check what are my settings on here. 0.25, 0.025. There we go. Auto smooth. So now the back matches the front. Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe put some air intakes in here. But yes, no, there is definitely a very big learning curve. But once you start using it, it's pretty easy. You start looking at objects like, huh, how would I make that? And something I recommend is learning the shortcuts. I got to make a video on all the shortcuts that I use. I did a video not long ago about all the Blender add-ons that I use. Definitely the material one I abuse like anything. Extreme PBR combo. Just, I know how to create materials, but I just can't be stuffed. Same as character creation. His leg's a bit wonky. I have not bothered to learn character creation. I'm very jealous of artists like Yarn Sculpt. He does amazing characters, but I don't have time to learn it. So that's why I've stuck to hard surface. Okay, so from this section, what are we going to do about these pads? So I think what we might have to do is kind of grab maybe like this line, and maybe this line. So as if you're a mechanic, you need to fix these parts. You got to get in there. Actually, what we'll do is let's cancel this section in here. You jerk. I'm going to select this edge loop. Let's do Control B and scale it out. And I just want one extra bevel in there, like so. Now I'm going to do Control Numpad minus. And so now we've got that inside selection. Alt S, and we'll scale that in. Spicy. So, yes. Don't, if you want to destroy your mindset, don't look into motion tracking. Yeah, motion tracking. Don't look into markers. That'll destroy everything. To me now, it's second nature. Yes, 16 more subs to hit that 10,000 mark. To me, Blender's now really second nature. Like if you were to put me in like Photoshop, I've used it back in the day, but no idea. Am I using a tablet? No. I've tried to use a tablet. I've got a Wacom tablet here. Thank you very much for the sub. But I've got the coordination to draw and look up. I would like to this year try sculpting, but it's just a skill set I don't need right now because the focus will be on the animated short films. Will this probably be in an animated short film? Maybe. I've got ideas. But we'll see how we go. Tablet for texturing. Once again, we come back to I know how to create materials. But I mean, if I come into here, please don't die. Don't die. Shift S. I can just come up into here, metal, map kit. Let's just throw these on. Add new. Done. Whoops, let's go. Smart UV unwrap. I will UV unwrap that manually. But, versions of the Alex say that his Blender has come a long way. Yes. When I was trying 2.4, yuck. I hated that interface. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's come back. Let's do some modeling. What are we going to build in here? Maybe we should kind of build some air intakes. Where's the main engine? The main engine's here. And I mean, I can put a grill that comes around in here. I will probably set some greebles in here. How did you make these? Okay, so with that, edit, preferences. I believe it's the extra objects mesh. I don't think so. Shift A, mesh, extras. Somewhere. I don't know which one it is. Or maybe it was just the icosphere. Actually, I think it was the icosphere and I kind of... That's what I did. And then deleted vertice, went around, F. That's what I did. But you can always enable the extra add-ons, extra objects, and that gives you a whole bunch of other stuff as well. Okay. Cool beans. The one thing that stuffed me up coming to Blender 2.8 was the Control N is a new file now, which makes sense because that's everything else. But Shift N is now to flip the normals. I always had to flip the normals. From here, what are we going to do? You've got to create something in there. I don't know how I feel about this. That definitely needs to be worked on. Something needs to come in here. I don't feel like working on that. I do feel like working on this section. 85, 15 more to hit that 10k mark. Thank you for the last sub. Okay, what are we going to go? What are we going to do? I like this bracket here. Do we continue that on down? That actually might be a good idea. So let's come in here and let's go hide. I'm just going to select a vertice, Shift D, P, separate by selection. And the reason for why I just grabbed the one vertice is now I've got all my modifiers already there. So let's go E to extrude Z. Let's select everything like so. Yep, I'm down with that. Let's go Alt H, and then so we can bring that down, and we might even spin it so it comes over to the top. I think that'll be good. So let's select that H. Okay, how are we going to do this? Let's put that in there. Bring this here, Shift S, cursor to selected, select this, like so, GZ. How's that going to work if I bring... I think that's not going to work. Oops, let's turn on clipping. So it's kind of like almost like a support system, support bracket for the engine. Let's go maybe bring this out a bit. So now we've kind of got this rounded edge. I've got the bevel turned on. There we go. That was the problem. So now let's go Control B. So something like that. Then I can bring this in. What do we got? I mean, with unwrapping 2. Oh my goodness. If you hate UV unwrapping, so I've UV unwrapped. Actually, let's get something a little bit more complicated like this. What? Smart UV project. Do I even have it installed? I don't know. So at the moment, we've got this big ball of yuckiness. UVPackmaster 2. I can press pack. It is better. That wasn't the best example. But I abuse UVPackmaster. Or is that's a full circle, isn't it? Yes, that is a full circle. So that's pretty much the optimal packing, if you know what I mean. So UVPackmaster is a very good Blender add-on. Come up to here. Yes, I know. Let's start putting in some curves. Y, G, Y, and now we can come in and do what we did before. Like so. GY, GY. And I won't bore you with doing what we did before. Actually, yep, like so. And I'm going to put there, and there, and then that way I can Muppet. I don't need to do that. So now I can come in here and select all these. I to do an inset, like so. Now I can delete that face. Let's grab all this. Rotate and probably push it down like so. I'm going to bring this area here down. Okay, beautiful. That looks good. Not too fond of this section, but I'm going to let that slide. Solidifier, beautiful. Actually, I might just push this in. Just let's have a look. What are we at? Still 85. And now if I go Alt H, cool. We can see that I need to move this section here now. Let's go B, select that, and we'll move that down and rotate it around a little bit. Let's grab this. There we go. Dang it, I hate you. That is fine. Let's just go a little bit more. Like so. Let's just grab this whole section, bring that down. Bring that down. Surely that is in the mesh. Let's just cheat a little bit. Bring it in. Maybe actually what we should do is grab this whole section and actually just pull it out. Just might look a little bit prettier. Like so. GX. And I missed the vertice. Let's undo that. C. There we go. GX. And so now we've kind of got this cage, which just gives it just that little bit of extra. Okay. What are we on? Still 85. Do I have a counter up the top? I do have a counter up the top. Let me just move that down to there-ish. Beautiful. All right, I do like that. Now what we need to do is kind of create some mounts. Probably for that. That does look good. Now, what kind of steering wheel should we have? Should we just have... So I was initially going to have like the pod racer, where it's kind of got the two joysticks, but I think a big steering wheel, big joystick, you know, that moves up and down. That's kind of the equivalent of my bubble fighter. Okay, let's have a look. I do love my resource, passion, creativity. I still can't wait till we have enough experience to develop my own workflow. It'll come. Okay, so let me just get rid of this. And I am feeling... I don't want to reinvent the wheel. Because I'm stealing the wheel. Idiot. Anyway, let's go... Actually, let's just grab this. Where is it? I'm going to just rename this to steering. Done. Caps lock. Wheel steering. And then that way, I can go like this. Let's just grab this. Let's close that. Come into here. File. Append. Public. Sci-fi. So these are all the files that I'm... What? It's not a library. What are you talking? Whoops. Append. So what I'm doing at the moment is just grabbing that steering wheel because I don't need to remodel it. So technically kind of like keep bashing, but not really. Not at all. Still at 85. What do we call it? Wheel steering? No, you want to be a jerk? So let's go mesh. Was I just in mesh or did I have to go into object? What have I done? Wheel steering. Dun 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 dun. Material. Object. I would have thought it was an object. Am I... How about we save it? I bet you that'll probably help. Yeah, you jerk. Alright, cool beans. So there we go. We got our steering wheel. Alright, let's grab this, put it into place. Probably scale it down a little bit. Yeah, something like that. Do I want it high? No, I don't think I need it high. I think that's pretty good. That's not going to bang in his leg if he rotates. Actually, maybe we will bring it up like so, and then I can grab the hand, pose mode, select that, G, kind of brought that up. Let's grab the elbow and we'll bring that in. That looks a little bit more natural. I'm not going to worry about the fingers right now. So that to me seems like a good position. Yep. Cool beans. Select these two. Copy pose. And there we go. Nice. So now we've got our wheel. Oh, jeez. That's an ugly wheel, isn't it? Let's come in here, see if we can fix any of it. Nope, because it's applied the subsurface modifiers. Which of us... I don't have any shirts yet. One day. Actually, I need some for myself. And that's the best way to, I guess, to market it myself to the local community. Shift S cursor wheel to origin. So we need to do something here for a connection. So what I'll do is add in a mesh, a cylinder. Let's rotate on the y-axis 90 degrees. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it about here. And so this steering wheel will be attached to this column, which will rotate. I have no idea. So let's go scale, like so, like in here, something like that. And then I can do an edge loop, Control B to do a bevel, like so. From here, I'm going to come into edge, select these two. Still on 85. Come on, people. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Try and get me to that thing, 10,000 mark. Okay, and we've brought that in now. I'm going to select these edges and do Control B. Something like so. And then let's go Shade Smooth. Come over here into Object Data Normals Auto Smooth. And so now we've got this section that sits in there. Now what we need to do is connect the steering wheel to here. I'm actually not happy with this steering wheel, but we will leave it for now. Let's select these both. Shift D, rotate 90 degrees. Just going to move this on the y-axis. Let's select one of these faces, delete vertices. Let's come into here, Control L. Just going to scale that in. And so the plan is, come on, don't die on me. The plan is that he's got the twist, and he's also got kind of pull up and down to point which way the ship is going. So let's go back into there. I do kind of want to add in, maybe in here, Control B to do a bevel. I want to select these edges, and we'll scale that like so. Cool beans. I'm going to grab this edge and then just go double clap GG. So it's something like that. I'm going to put in another. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put it in here. And so I'm going to kind of make a gap for the pipe to go in. So I'm going to press V to rip. Let's go G. Let's press face and then extrude. And then we'll do the same for here. I'm just going to scale that up a bit, create a face, E to extrude. And so now we've kind of got this column. Let's go Control B, like so, and then we'll do a Control B here as well, not as harsh. There we go, look at that. All right, not too shabby. Probably I might do a cutout in here, and actually no, that doesn't look nice at all. So let's grab all this, kind of want to bring it probably back here like so. Let's grab all of this, Control L, G, let's rotate that around, probably place it about there, E to extrude, put that into the steering wheel, select that edge, delete, edge loop on 86, 14 more. Okay, excellent. Mike, my birthday is September of 86. It's only right that I sub number. I'm more than happy for you to be 86. I'm 84. All right. Up. Okay, so we got it. This is a problem here. So let's just quickly just kind of rectify that problem. Actually, while we're here then, let's grab this face, this face, this face. G on the Y. There we go. Look at that. Nice. That seems a bit better. I think definitely there's going to be something on top here. Definitely something on the sides. I did have a lot of pipes in here, but there was a few people that weren't too fond of it, which is fine. All right, let's go a change of pace. I do want to work on these here. What is going to make these special is the question. We'll make these probably maybe retractable. So let's come into this section here and we'll do what we kind of did with the steering column. So let's do Control B to do a bevel. Nope. Let's select this. E to extrude, scale. And if I do Shift X, it won't scale on the X axis. So I've kind of got this now. What does the under part of it look like? All right. So that means part of this engine needs to come down and around and capture that area there. And we've got a little bit of this here protruding, which we'll fix now. There we go. So I think definitely there's got to be another piece that comes in here, and then that's what holds that section. So let's come into here. I'm going to grab this. V to rip, scale, face, E to extrude. Okay. And we'll do face, G, X. So now we kind of got that in there. Beautiful, lovely jubblies. Bevel, 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 bevel. And as you can see now, this all looks yuck, is because this is all being beveled. One day there will be t-shirts, and then anyone can have them, because I want some, so I can walk around town with them. So now we've got our bevel 0.01. Nope, 0.001. There we go. Look at that. That looks a lot better. I do feel there should be something in here. I know what there needs to be. So this, I'm going to select this, Shift S, cursor to selected. Let's grab this, because technically if those plates kind of come in, they're just going to get destroyed here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all this and let's rotate that around. Oh, there we go. That makes more sense. Dang it, into pipes. That's fine. Look, let's work around it. Something like that. And that now misses the pipe, so we can now come in and move this piece here to maybe in here. Let's go like so. All right. GX, let's bring that in. Just some small canisters in there. I think that works out well. And now we should be able to grab this section in here. It's weird. Let's just go that, delete vertices. I'm going to probably select this as well. And then from here, what we can do is I can come in here. I can select probably about here. And then we can use the spin tool to spin that around. I hate the spin tool Blender 2.8, but you use what you got. There we go. Bring that around. E to extrude on the X. And if we have a look now, lovely. That looks quite nice. Let's grab this part here. Oops, let's just hide, not delete. Select this section, scale that in, probably move that there, Shift D, Z, bring that down. What on earth is this? I have no idea. Let's delete that. So now we've got these parts in there. That one's not really working. So let's select all this. Control L. And G, rotate 90. Just going to kind of put that there. Just give it a little bit of extra greebling. And actually, I might actually bring that back as well. Rotate 90. Even though you're not really going to be able to see in here. Yeah, you never know. There might be some weird angle. Yeah, that looks nice. Definitely some stuff needs to come up around here on this block. Let's just put an edge loop in here, an edge loop in here, and we'll throw one in here while we're at it. And I'm just going to do an inset. Let's go inwards and scale that. Just so we got that. 86. What? Somebody upsubbed. Oh my goodness. How dare they? From here, front end, we don't need to worry about. Definitely some stuff needs to come in here. Those canisters can be the ones that explode and set the pilot on fire when the craft gets hit by plasma weapons. Yes, they can be. Or they could be the safety system where it explodes and goes around. What film's that from? Where they all get into... Go, speed, go. Dun, 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 dun. Here comes, Speed Racer. Speed Racer, I guess? Maybe that's what it was called. Now, what are we going to do to fill this section in here? I can kind of hide a lot of it. So Shift S, cursor world origin. I think definitely probably some sort of cylinder needs... Shift S, cursor to world origin. Definitely some sort of cylinder needs to come in here. Let's go rotate X. Go away, spin. Oh. So, as some of you may know, currently Australia is ravished by bushfires. And I currently live in the capital, which is Canberra. And it is stinking hot at the moment. It's about 40 degrees Celsius, which is 102, 105 Fahrenheit, I think. Yes, 13 more. And I don't live where the bushfires are at the moment, but where Canberra is kind of like a bowl. And so all the smoke's kind of just sitting in that bowl. And I smell it coming in again. Lovely. Delightful. Okay, so what do we got? We've now got this cylinder sitting on top. If I do Alt-H, what does that do? So that kind of works there. Okay, let's hide that one. Bring that back into here. I'm going to E to extrude. Let's scale that in. GY, let's just move it a little bit more down. GZ. And we can scale that like so. I just saw your own pace at 1,000. Oops, click that. Sorry. Oh, Mr. Tom Nash. Welcome, buddy. Tom Nash has helped me grow my YouTube channel. So go check out his channel. I went from probably about 200 a month to almost 1,000 subs per month. He gave me a lot of good things. And that's where a lot of my growth has come. So thank you, Mr. Tom. So he was able to point me in the right direction. I learnt quite a bit from him. The trick is to be open to criticism. You have to understand that there's other people that know more. And I was kind of hesitant to change. I didn't change a few things, but we got there. Definitely there was a lot of improvement, and I could see that, you know, there was good growth. Okay, so coming into here, what have we got? What can we do? What can we do something that's flash? Yes, we had a bit of a discussion on that one, didn't we? Okay. I feel something needs to be coming in here. I reckon maybe some dials. Let's create some dials, and we can just mirror that and put it on both sides. Hello, Deraunch D. And Garage Guy Carl Pickle. If you're new to the channel, 12 more subs. I just want to hit that 10,000. So we're getting close. Okay, so I am now lost. Here we go. Rotate. So we're going to create some dials. Oh my goodness, come on. Rotate 90 degrees. Scale. And we'll bring that in there. And why not? Let's keep some analog dials. So probably something that sits... I do want something that's maybe off center, that still fits into this frame, like so. And then we'll come into here. Let's add in our mirror modifier. Let's do the shade smooth. Let's come over into object data, auto smooth, Russian. Okay, I'm out. Okay, what do we got? So from here, let's create some dials. These are going to be some big fat dials. E to extrude. And I'm going to go Shift D. Let's bring that back out. Let's go W. So at the moment there's 32 edges. I want more. I'm going to go W and subdivide that. And then press I to do an inset. And let's just scale that out like so. I'm going to do an edge loop around here. And we'll delete these vertices. So now I've kind of got this. From here, I'm going to do select this. Control I to invert my selection and hide everything. And let's come into here. And now what I'm going to do is kind of go probably every fourth. No, every second. And so we're just kind of creating a gauge. What does this gauge do? I really should know. Probably one more. Oh, dang it. Let's do Control I to invert that selection. Let's come into side view. And we're going to wireframe, B to box select middle mouse. And now we've got that. Delete faces. And so this is what we're left with. B to box select, I want all that. What I do want to do, actually, let's come into here. So I just want to rotate it a little bit because you can see that it's off center. So I'm going to go Shift S, cursor to selected. And let's go Control L, Control I to invert that selection. And I'm going to kind of look at this top bit and just rotate that around. That's a little bit weird, but that's fine because as you're zoomed out, you're probably not going to see that too well. Let's go individual origins because I think that's a little bit too big. And we'll scale that all in. Lovely. And let's now extrude that out. Delete faces. Select this. Control L, Control I to invert that selection. G, Y. What we got? G, Y. Definitely. That looks nice. Let's go G, Y. Bring that back as well. And I mean, what we could even do is put like a glass cover over it. So for starters, I'm going to put an edge loop around here. Let's grab this section, scale Shift Y. So it's something like this. Let's grab this section, Control B to do a bevel. And we'll do the middle mouse, scroll up one, Control numpad minus, Alt S. Or let's just scale that in. So now we've kind of got the back section and we've got a cover. Let's press V just to rip that. So now if I go tab into all, still on 88. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, try and get me up to 10k. Let's do Alt H to unhide everything. Let's come select these. Let's select everything. GY, move it forward a little bit. That's looking schmick. So obviously there's a bit here that we need to commit to. Let's do the auto smooth, shade smooth on that section there. Nice. We can probably put a panel in here that's got something that's going up and down. Probably in this section here, I wouldn't mind a square. So let's do Control I to invert our selection, hide. So this is going to be, we're going to do some silly stuff now, ish, kinda. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go Shift A, mesh, plane. Pay attention to this one. This one's a really cool trick. Scale, and we scale that in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a hole in this face. Go GZ, scale Z, and I kind of here. Let's just go GY. Now what I want to do, this is cool. You go add modifier, we go Shrinkwrap modifier onto this thing. Looks like crud. Change the mode from nearest surface point to project. And now it's sitting as a square on that face. Why do I want to do that? Well, now apply. I can come back onto this. I can get this face here. Delete faces. Okay. Let's go Control J to join these. And from here, I actually might hide this. Actually, Control L and this. Control I, hide. That way I'm only looking at this loveliness. And we go C. Not that one. Face. Not that one. Face. C. Face. Face. And now Alt H. Look at that. Now we've got a square in that section. The Russians are and they're saying they won't get any, and I don't think they should get half. Okay. And so now I've got this square. So in here we can put in some sort of extra little details. We can UV unwrap. We can put in some small little greeble in here. I think that was amazing. I learnt that from Chris Kuhn. And if you guys don't know who Chris Kuhn is, oh my goodness, that guy's a gun. He knows his stuff. He's a very good 3D artist. I highly recommend, if you can, get on his Facebook group and just check out some of the stuff that he does. Amazing. So from here, I'm going to create a needle. Actually, I want that face there. Shift D, G, Z, E to extrude. Let's scale that on the X. Control L. Something like so. I'm going to grab that face there. G, Z. Did I grab the right one? I didn't. Let's grab this back one. G, Y. And so I've got this. Still on 88. Let's now put that on 3D cursor. Rotate. What time is it? It is 11 o'clock. So we've gone up 8 subscribers since starting this stream. Let's go. Come on. If you know anyone, send them my way. Alt H. What do you guys reckon? Does that look? I think that looks quite nice. Definitely something needs to come in here. Don't I have stuff on top? No, I don't have stuff on top. But from here I could probably pull in some pipes. I just want to put a bevel on this section in here. I could probably put in some pipes. That near plane clipping needs a bit of adjustment. Near plane clipping. What are we talking about? The near plane clipping. Are we talking about the dials? Definitely. Let's throw. Oh, what are we gonna do? Something's got to come in here. Maybe we just fudge it. Let's just do what I normally do. I to do an inset. Nope. I to do another inset. Let's go E to extrude. Dang it. So this isn't mirrored. That's fine. Let's quickly rectify that problem by going like this. B, come on, stop looking at your fingers. Delete faces. Let's select this edge, face. Let's select this face here. Let's jump into our mirror modifier. There we go. So now it's on both sides. I have been used 3 years, Maya. Can you advise Blender? I'm indie game developer. You are an indie game developer. Use Blender. It is for free. Why are you throwing away $10,000 a year or however much Maya is? Maya? Psh. Would you mind if you gave a little shout out for my Blender and Unity channel? Yes! I shout out to Wild Ark Shark. You got a Blender channel, that's cool. I would definitely check that out. I don't have pen and paper. You gotta send me a message. Okay, where the renderer stops showing a face and you get too close, so it all just... Oh, yeah. I know about that. That's fine. That's all in this section here, clipping start and clipping end. I thought it was funny. That's great. Thank you. But the channel is Richard Hawks. There we go. Richard Hawks. Blender channel, Unity channel. Your Unity. Yuck. I'm actually very jealous that if you're able to do Unity. I cannot program to save the life of me. I am an Unreal person, just purely because of the blueprints. It is an amazing what you can do in blueprints without any programming. I've now created 6 games, 5 games, 6 games in Unreal. I don't know how to code. I understand the concepts, and yeah, so I'm pretty chuffed about what I'm able to produce without anything. What do you think CryEngine? Well, once again, I think that's programming. I'm out. I can't do it. Unreal is just amazing at everything that it does. The way it's supporting everyone, really. So, whoops. It's just telling me I got to pay for parking, which I don't. Okay, from this section, we need something in here, definitely. Probably... that's what we're working on. So if I come back over into here, let's select that edge, Control B to just do a small little bevel. Let's throw in probably just some pipes in there. So 3D cursor. Let's go cone. Sphere. Cylinder. Dang it! I'm already getting tired. This is bad. I still got 12 more subscribers I need. That I can go to sleep happy. Okay, let's come into here. So I'm just putting in some pipage in here, and that's just to kind of like fill out this space. GY, G, let's bring that up. G, bring that down. I'm just going to scale that up a smidgen. There we go. GX, GZ, nice. What are we doing? No. Why should I sub to you both? Good job, guys. Well done. Look into the bolt add-on for Unity. There's a whole thing about Unity. Hang on. Can you make FPS rig arm tutorial if you have some time? Thanks. Yes. I know what you're talking about. With what I would do with Unreal. See, this is why I know Unreal. I would just literally take out that rig, redo the mesh, do the weight painting, and then put it back in. That's beautiful. But you only get Battlefield 5 and 1. I see lol. Nothing wrong with the game channel. No, there is not. The reason why I prefer Unreal Engine is because I don't need to pay for a specific license to use it. So once again, technically it is for free until I start making some sort of profit off it. And for me, I don't see myself making any profit off it for a very long time. As much as I'd love to, I don't see that happening. And for work purposes, we use Unreal Engine because we are developing internal training tools in VR. And since we're doing that, we don't have to pay anything. Whereas with Unreal, it goes off how much the company makes, not how much the game makes, how much the company makes, and $120 per year per developer as well, which is, technically it's not. But because I work for an organization, technically we still need to have the pro license. It kind of gets really iffy there. But with Unreal, because we're not making any money, we don't need to. No, Richard. No, I think you have to read that again. It's how much the company makes, not how much the application makes. It's a little bit different. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm pretty sure that's why we didn't go with it, is because the legalities, and also they weren't answering our emails. It's the company, not the application. Still on 88. Come on, 12 more. Where was I? We can only dream. I'm going to leave that section. Let's go work on this back section. We haven't really touched it for a while. How are we going to make this look? Let's bring... Let's go. I just want to get rid of... Oops. On the X. Let's go apply... no, just temporarily. Let's just apply... Yes, let's temporarily just apply these. And then we can come back in and throw the mirror modifier on it. Because I just kind of want to lay it out where it needs to be. Mirror group will be cube. And we will do the same here. Mirror modifier. And this will be Le Cube. There we go. And now what I'll do is grab these two. Tab into edit mode. Select everything. Do we get everything? Yeah. GY. So something like that. Yeah, cool beans. Okay, solved again. 89, sick. Thank you. No, I noticed that when you said what? Dude, that's clever. That's really clever, Richard. I'm jealous. I'm in too deep now. I can't change it. From here, what are we going to do? Definitely, probably should be some sort of radiator. I mean, if we come back to kind of like the bubble ship, I kind of just put this little section around the back. I do love these jets. They look gorgeous. But because we're using the pads as propulsion, they can kind of twist left and right. We'll probably rig it later. Rigging isn't my strong point, but I know how to do it. What are we going to do in this section? Because I want these pieces here to be visible. So maybe if we put something, let's go cursor world origin. So what I'm thinking is something that goes in here. Oops, GZ. So something that sits in here. Let's put on our mirror modifier. Let's grab that face that's in there. E to extrude on the x-axis. Come on, clipping GX. Let's delete that face so we don't have any problems. Let's grab this section in here. So I'm going to kind of extrude that so it kind of encompasses these pipes. Let's go GZ, bring that down. Not a fan of that section there, but we'll come back in and put a bevel in there. So to me that looks quite nice. Oh, look at that. Let's just grab this. I just kind of want to give this a little bit more room. Let's go O for proportional editing, G, maybe something like that. Yeah, nice. Let's just give them that little bit of extra room. Now we've got this in here. That looks nice. Actually, that looks really nice. Let's come back in here. Let's extend this face. And I'm just going to extrude it out. GX. Okay, cool. Let's bring this up. GZ. Turn off proportional editing because I don't need that anymore. Definitely heard him say he's going to floss dance. Probably not. So, look at that here a sec. What? Would you yell Blender when it's 10K? I would love to, but I've got children sleeping. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. It is 11:15 at night. I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, yuck. What are you doing? Let's grab that section. Oops, not that. Not that. Not that. Let's go GZ. And we can bring that up like so. I don't like this sticking out so much. Far out. Looks disgusting. Okay. We do it like we did it on the Discovery Channel. Oh, let's bring that like so. Let's go GY and bring, oops, GX, bring that out. GX, bring that out. And then we can select that. O, extrude on the Y-axis. Whereabouts in Australia? And I realise in Australia, Canberra. So I'm in the capital. I am in the capital. And if we go, I'll show you. Show you the wonderful fires. Fires near me. There we go. Click on this thing. So, oh, there's a new fires. Oh, more fires. Lovely. So this is Canberra. These are all the fires. And then it goes all the way up here. So there's a few fires here in Australia. At the moment, so I actually got stuck in Adelaide. Whoa. For a week. So I don't know if you saw my post. And that was because it was too smoky in Canberra and the planes couldn't fly. But yes. So funnily enough, on the 30th, I was meant to go on holidays here. But yeah, to Maria. However, this all happened on the 30th. So it's kind of bad. Kangaroo Island here is really bad. I think the whole island is on fire. Funnily enough, Kangaroo Island had an overpopulation of koalas. Not anymore. But yeah, so at the moment, we've got smoke coming in this way, and because Canberra is, I think, 700 meters above sea level, but Canberra itself is kind of like in a bowl because it's surrounded by hills. All the smoke's heading in there. All right, big news. You guys are doing really good coverage. Ours is terrible. He's in the place where there's no fire, but all the smoke is heading. Correct. It is horrendous. Why Blender 2.8 was introduced late? What? They are going to have an update in the background of the map from green to black. Yeah. Hey, haha. Not anymore. I know Blender version 2.79 is too popular. Well, look, they're not developing 2.79 anymore, and unfortunately, you just got to move forward. So that's the way. Like, I was very hesitant to change, but it's change. I'm gonna delete this bottom edge, I reckon. Even though, actually no, even though I don't like that edge, delete vertices, and I'm gonna straighten this section out. Let's go G. How's that look? That looks a little bit better. GY. But yes, the fires are horrendous. There is just so much smoke in Canberra. I think we ended up getting down to about 100 meters of visibility. Canberra at one point was the most hazardous place in the world. Safe hazard of air quality is 200. Canberra got up to 2,500. So, hello, I fell in love with Blender 2.8. 2.8 is that different? A lot of people probably still is. Yeah, I just ripped the band-aid off and I just went to 2.8. Did you change left click? No, I did not. I'm still right click. I will be right click till the end of me. Create a beginner series for 2.8. I do have a beginner series for 2.8. It is super basic. Pretty much how to use like modifiers and all this kind of stuff. There is a playlist of very short videos. I think each video is like 1 to 2 minutes long. Go check that out. I hope Yandex. I love to work for CD Projekt Red. I don't know what that is. Oh, we're on 89. 11 more. Can it be possible Autodeck model plugin? Think like 2D to 3D models. I don't know the plugin. 2.8 is great. That upgrading from 2.79, it is like EEVEE alone is a decent upgrade, just for the fact that what you can do there. But in saying that, the few animated short films that I have rendered, I still have gone into cycles because there's been a few things that has been missing for me, such as particle life. That is not in EEVEE, which is really unfortunate, because that node in the editor I abuse like anything. So I'm just using the proportional editing tool just to move it around a little bit, just trying to go a little bit better topology. Come on, move. Fine, be a jerk. UV in 2.8 is way better. Oh, Howie. Do you know about UVPackmaster? That is what you need to know. How's the show? You know what irks me is that some features, e.g. baking. I know. I completely agree with you. I go hunting around for bacon. It's not there. It's because I need to change cycles, and that is so confusing. I do have tutorials on baking, but yes, it's all done in cycles. It would be nice to be able to just go bake. There is an add-on that I saw that I probably will review at a later stage. That says easy baking. I'm like, whatevs. We'll see if it's easy. Do I like this? Oh, you jerk. Do I like this? Is the question. Do I like this? I'm downloading Packmaster now. Looks amazing. I know, because it is amazing. Right. Back to work before the boss. Thank you for stopping by. Send your friends. Tell them to subscribe. I was going down... it's a triangle. I was going down memory lane not long ago. I think it was 2 days ago. Where I was watching some of my old short films. The Thin Old Man, which I did for a short film festival here in Canberra in 2 nights. It's an interesting short film. That was all done in 2D, and that was because rendering, I didn't have time to render. So that short film is literally just screenshots with audio laid over it. Did it work? I think it did. But that's something definitely as an example. I think I would love to get into grease pencil. I can't draw for peanuts. Do I like this? It's got a hunchback or something. Oh, gee. Sorry, I'm just trying to smooth that out. What have you done? Don't. What was I saying? Yeah, so the primary reason why I got into Blender was to do voice acting, because I love my acting. I used to do it back in the day. Fun fact, I once auditioned to be a Power Ranger. That was cool. Just to say, I auditioned to be a Power Ranger, which would have been sick. I post the link on Grant Abbott's and Style Station's Discord. Thank you, Grant Abbott. He's a cool bloke. I've had a few chats with him. Really like his style. He's grown exponentially as well. He's over 100 subs. Darn you, Grant Abbott. So I don't know if you look through my history, but up until a year ago, I was only doing 1 video a week, and now I've gone 4 videos a week. Ugh, so much effort, but I want to make an empire. So yeah, that's the reason why I got into Blender, into animation. Star Wars is the one thing that sold me on it. And if you've been on my streams, you would have heard me speak of Phantom Menace. There's one scene in the Phantom Menace where the pod racers, and they're flying through the canyon, and just the lighting of the canyon half covering the pod racer. Oh, I was just in awe. I was like, I want to do that. I want to learn that. And that was many moons ago. Unfortunately, I didn't stick with Blender back then, but now I'm committed in this relationship of Blender. Sure, it's an abusive one sometimes. Blender's abuse. But we're there. Oh, 89. I know what baking is, but when do you bake or not? I pretty much only bake when I'm exporting a model, normally to Unreal Engine, because I don't really find a point. If I'm exporting to an FBX for some other project, that's when I'll bake. Is it a donation counter on the left, or is it a counter of unburnt trees? I would say unburnt trees, but it is the sub counter. Try reading this. Zdravstovje. Zdravstovje? Okay. I just say bok, because that's hello in Croatian. Okay, from here, let's go. What are we doing? Okay, we've got that section in there. We've got this pipe hanging out. Let's just clean that pipe off. I'm just going to delete those vertices. There we go. All right, so we've got the back section all hunky-dory. Let's work on this bit here. Actually, we're going to work on that pipe. So what we'll do is let's make a kink in the pipe. Actually, yes, that'll work. Let's go here V to rip, and then I can go select all, delete vertices, come in here. Done that smoke, far out. And we will grab it in here. Let's go spin tool, tool, X, Z. Let's go probably like so. E to extrude. Let's go face, E to extrude. Like so, good. Maybe extrude some more. Let's grab this. Like so. And then from here, I can select that. And we go into X. There we go. How does that look? That doesn't look too bad. That looks quite nice. Probably what I need to do is put in some brackets. Kind of like this pipe is connecting to that pipe. I think that'll work out well. How are we going to... Actually, let's go like that. Control B. Actually, no. Let's leave that edge loop in there. I'm going to select this, E to extrude, and let's just scale that up. Like so. Let's grab this. Still at 89. Oh my goodness. When will it hit? There we go. And let's come over here into auto smooth. There we go. So now I've kind of got this pipe going in there. Where does this pipe go? All the way in there. That's good. I like the transition. I think we might put another bracket in here, like this one there and this one over here. Oh, that looks nice. Just go into rendered view. Let's just have a quick squeeze what that's like. Cool, can't really see. I'm just going to jump into cycles because then this bit in here might render a little bit better. Not really. It doesn't look too bad. So there's like a lot happening in here. And the reason why this is like this is because I got the solidify modifier. So when I UV unwrap, this doesn't unwrap this edge. It is 11:30. 11 more subscribers. I do like that pipe. That looks nice. Let's just jump back into EEVEE. Cool beans. Definitely redo those. I think closing that off has helped me dramatically with that. I do want to put a bevel on the edge. Bevel. And we will change that to angle. Cool beans. Cool bananas. Banana. Far out. I just want to have a quick look. Canberra air quality. ACT health. Air quality index. Monash. It's only 84. That's at 10 o'clock. That was an hour and a half ago. Stuff has come in since. 117. Yeah, it's getting worse. We'll check back on this at midnight, and we'll see. It should be quite. Oh my god, what's with your neck, buddy? You're fine. Something's wrong with this character. I don't know what. Anyway. Okay, from here, let's work on this section. Okay, let's create some sort of box that'll sit on there. So I'm just going to add in a cube, scale, GZ. Let's scale that up, and we'll create that as a plate. Let's go like that. Scale on the X. Individual origins is selected. We want medium point, so we can scale that now. Let's grab this. GY. Cool beans. From here, let's go GZ. Bring that up. Select these faces. I to do an inset. Let's extrude that. Scale it in. Like so. From here, what we can do is grab this edge, Shift D, bring that out, scale X0 to make sure that's straight. I'm just going to scale it across a little bit. Maybe scale it a little bit more. 21. Oh my goodness, come on. Happy New Year, buddy. We are trying to hit the 10,000 mark. I think it's going to fall short tonight, which is really unfortunate. So if you know someone, send them a message. Okay. Shift D, X. I don't have snapping. Snapping's on face at the moment. We want to change this to incremental. Shift D, X. Like so. Shift D, X. There we go. There we go. And Control L, Control I. That looks spot on. Let's go. Let's grab all. Why does it look crooked? I scaled on the wrong axis. Okay, let's go individual origins. I'm just going to rotate them all like so. Cool beans. Back to medium. Scale on the Z. GZ. Scale on the Z. Let's start grabbing some of these. GZ. Bring them down. And so this is kind of just like a greeble piece. Probably, let's say, the cooling for the back end of the what you talk about, Willis? The back end pads. There we go. All right. I don't know. I can't read that. I don't know what's going on. And so now we've got this. I think there needs to be definitely another part on the top here. So let's Shift A. Let's add in a cylinder. GZ, scale on the Z. Like that. I to do an inset. E to extrude. I to do an inset. Let's bring it back down. I to do an inset. And let's go something like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate that around like so. And then we'll grab a few of these. Still an 89. Whoops. I grabbed too much. I to do an inset. And we will go E to do an extrude. Scale Z, scale Y0. Yeah, that looks nice. Shade smooth, looks like yuck. Auto smooth, spicy. Okay, so from now we grab this, put that in there. GY, I'm just trying to fill up this space. X, GY, I think it might even GX, rotate Y, scale, GX, there we go. Let's put in a mirror modifier so it's on both sides. Ooh, nice. That's a cool piece. I think that probably should go higher, probably in line there, as I think that there should be something more that fills this space. Mad Max buggy, kinda, but it's more of a sci-fi pad racer type thing. Oh, look at that. There we go. That's what I was doing. So I'll do that off stream because that's probably a bit of a boring process. What else can we do in here? I gotta throw something in there. Piston cooling. Oh, jeez. 9,989. So stinking close. And it's been fairly dormant. Oh my goodness, I haven't had a new subscriber in half an hour. Yeah. Well, a little bit more maybe. Okay, what do we got? That's fine, that's fine. So something needs to come in here. I mean, I could just throw some pipes in there. I guess that'll work. Let's just do that. Let's throw a pipe in there. Okay, scale that in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to rotate on the y-axis. Like so. Let's grab that. GG. Bring that in. I to do an inset. Hang on, what's happened? What have I done? Did I... Okay. I to do an inset. E to extrude. And we will... Actually, let's first line it up so it's parallel, just to make it life a lot easier. So about here-ish. And then we select this, and then we go Z, and then we can come all the way kind of back around. And then we can go E to extrude. Let's turn around. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. So probably about here. Let's... Oh, what? No. Ah, spin tool, you suck. All right, so... Mark, I'm here for education next week. I can't speak for anyone else, but the more I experience, the better. If you can, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're trying to hit that 10,000 mark before I go to bed. I'm feeling exhausted, but I do want to hit it. I want to be awake. I want to feel the victory. Yes. And extrude. There we go. And then we'll bend that in. So I'm just using the spin tool at the moment. I've constantly got gripes with this thing because I reckon it should be way better like it was in 2.79. That's nice. Okay, so we go shade smooth. Looks like yuck. And what do we do when it goes yuck? We go to object data, auto smooth. And then we get that back. That's fine, mate. Welcome. Okay, I'm going to bring that out, GX, just to fill up that space a little bit more. I can probably put an item back in here. So what we might actually do is I might just grab these containers. Let's just go Shift D, select this. I'm just going to go G, scale that up. Get rid of that spin tool. And we'll throw that in here maybe. What do you reckon? Scale G on the Y, G on the Z, G on the X. How's that looking? Alright, what are we doing? G, Y, 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 Y. Rotate on the Y, G, X. There we go. And so now we've got these canisters in there as well. No, can't read, that's fine. Okay, what else we got? So I still got this big section in here. Our Russian friend is taking a lot of space. You missed my hello. No, I did say hello. I did see it. I welcome you. Welcome back. Let's do a shade smooth on this. Auto smooth. There we go. So now we've hidden those seams. Should we duplicate? Yeah, see, we've got a bit of work to hide this stuff. I do feel there should be more on that. 91. Sick. Thank you guys. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Come on, let's see if we can hit another 9 in 20 minutes. I'm getting exhausted. Okay, from here, we could probably... I wouldn't mind. I do like this plate plating effect here. So maybe what we can do is duplicate this mesh. Okay, Shift D, Z, P to separate by selection. Let's come into here. I'm just going to kind of roughly slice it up. There we go. And I'm going to grab one more and I'm going to extrude it this way. Yeah, I think I like that. And then the next thing I'll do is I'm going to grab this and let's extrude equally like that. And now what we're kind of doing is creating a like a protection type thing. Normally you see them on rally cars. And so unfortunately I can't remember what the actual keys are. So I will use hard ops for this bit. I'm still trying to learn hard ops. So let's select everything. W, subdivide, subdivide, Q, no, apply the mirror modifier, Q, operation, I want to grate, okay, hang on, we don't want, okay, let's get rid of the edge. And now we go Q, operation, we want to grate. Let's scale that out. Delete faces. Subbed again with another YouTube account. Beautiful. 8 more. I'm so old that I only saw Australia in Gallipoli movie and Mel Gibson. Yes. Currently, as we were discussing earlier, it's a bit on fire. Just a smidgen. And probably as some of you guys might have seen the comparison between Australia and United States, we're pretty much the same size, but we're really on fire. So that really sucks. And the air quality, let's see if this has been updated. 84, it's fair, still pretty bad. Okay, so let's come back down to here. I'm not a fan of this, so I'm just going to undo that. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. There we go. To that one. Now, whoops. Now apply. Let's not select the edges. Cool beans. Now I go W, whoops, Q to use the thing. Great. Delete faces. That's not working at all. Nah, don't like that. Let's just delete that. Okay, so come down into here. Let's probably maybe just create some sort of panel. So I'm going to go Shift D, Z. Let's press I to do an inset. Come around the edge. Delete faces. Clipping is turned on, so I can now grab these two sections, GX and GX, turn off proportional editing. From here, I can select everything. E to extrude. Let's extrude this up. Delete that face because we don't need it. Control L, GZ. GZ. And there we go. So now I've kind of got this panel that's sitting under here. And we will probably do some stuff to it. Okay, what's going on? So, it's hard for people to find your live stream if they're not already subbed. You better had at least a mention that's a bit. But It's hard for people to find your live stream if they're not already subbed. Yes, you better had at least mentioned that it is a Blender. Well, that's why I had the logo on the thumbnail. It's not in the title, but it's in the thumbnail. Dang it. Alright, next time. Another 13.93. 7 more subs. 7 more subs. So we're just going to quickly here. But yes, you are right. I probably should have put that in the title. Let's quickly just throw in a few more pieces. I just want to add in a little bit of greebling. Let's go like this, and I'm going to grab this section in here. So then I can do Control L, C for selection, and let's go Control I, delete faces. So now I've got all this. Let's select, come on, select this section, Control B to do a bevel, delete faces, and now I can come in here and select this, GZ, E to extrude, there we go. So that's now just given it just a little bit of extra layer. Yes, I used to be a fitter and turner. That's who I used to work for. I like the shirts. So yes, my background is a fitter and turner. That's why I've always loved machinery. I love robots. I love seeing robots in action. But at the moment, my day job is that I am a team leader and senior 3D and VR developer. So, which is pretty sick. So that was on previous discussion. I don't know how long some of you have been, but that was the discussion on Unity and Unreal Engine. The reason why we've gone for it. I had to do an inset. Okay, now we do spin tool again. I don't even know why I wear headphones. I'm not hearing anything. And we'll bring that up in there. Let's put in the mirror modifier. Let's go object data, shade smooth. Okay, is that what the green screen is for? For mocap. Well, technically with motion capture, you don't need a green screen. Your 3D and VR stuff is pretty cool. Doing a lot of work that I've had the fortune of using. Sick. So the green screen, I have intentions of doing short films this year. I'm trying to change up the channel a little bit because only a crazy person will do the same thing and expect different results. I would have thought my channel would have grown a little bit more, but it hasn't. So obviously, I mustn't be doing something right. So I'm going to change it up a little bit, start doing some more short films, which is the plan. That's what the green screen's for. Motion capture stuff is hello Keller and Mus Game Studio. I will be using the Oculus Rift for motion capture, and there'll be tutorials coming out on that semi-soonish, and also my iPhone 10 I'll be using facial motion capture as well. So, and there'll be tutorials on that coming out as well. But the plan is yes, to start pushing the short films and start doing that stuff. In March, here in Canberra, there is a local short film festival called Lights Canberra Action, and you get 10 days to make a short film. You don't know what you know what the topic is, but you need to use 10 items. And I've been entering as an animator, which is really hard to make an animated short film in 10 days. I won Best Animation about 4 years ago with Adventurers of Adventurers, which is a 2D short film that I created. I think that was in Blender 2.79 or something. 2.76. That was a good film. And then I haven't been in since, which really sucks, but I'm hoping this year to get in there. Okay, from here, what are we doing? Let's grab this. I just want to extend this. This should be bigger. Scale, Shift X. No! E. Scale, Shift X. There we go, something like that. So that's coming along nicely. Let's give that a mirror modifier as well, so it goes on the other side. And we'll point that to the cube. There we go. Do I have everything in there? Yep. I've got to put a bracket around here that will hold everything. 5 subs to go. Come on. Many years ago I worked as a doctor in an ambulance. You are crazy. And now I work as a 3D artist. And yes, paramedics and doctors with higher education do not work. Paramedics and doctors with a higher education do not work in our ambulance in Russia. Wow, that's interesting. Texturing, I will probably use Extreme PBR Combo. I will just throw that on there. And then I will come down into DecalMachine and put decals all over this. That's how I'll put all the scratch marks in there. I might even obviously I will UV unwrap it, but we'll see. Maybe I might even actually draw them on there. But if I draw like scratches on there, then it's no longer like a PBR material. It's more, then it's textured. I don't really want that because I'll be using it in Blender. I'm not exporting this out to Unreal Engine. So I will just be throwing on PBRs, throwing on decals, and go for gold. Okay, so we got the feet. That's nice. I do like these pads. They're going about a 4 to go. Oh my goodness, 4 to go. Thank you for subscribing. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button just so I can get that 10,000 mark. Also, another side project is I've got a 3D printer. And I 3D printed a helmet, which took me about 4 days. I got to glue that together. Two more. Where is my helmet? Yeah. Oh, good. Thank you. Welcome. Champagne will be water. 10,000 subs and a non-stop stream 24 hours. I would love to. If I didn't have kids, I would be streaming. I would do the 24-hour stream. I would make an animated short film in 24 hours is what I would do. Non-stop. I have an Ender 3, which is the basic of the basic, and the printer is absolutely brilliant. I've got a few videos where I was doing stuff with the 3D printer, but nobody was watching them, so I went, I've created 2 helmets on the 3D. I've designed 2 helmets. One is on Teaching Tech's channel. So if you love the 3D printing stuff, go check out his channel, Teaching Tech. And if you can, let me know I sent you. So in this screenshot, let me just shush. So back there is the helmet I designed and then he printed it. I lost a subscriber. Oh, you jerks. So I designed that helmet and sent it to him. Really cool channel. Make sure you support him. The other, let's have a look. Do I have open recent helmet? I don't know where that file is. I know. Jeez. Cheese and whiskers. Oh, sweet. That's awesome. One more. Good morning from Tennessee. What add-on are you using for the pipes? I'm a 3D printer as well. I use Blender for design. 1.8. So, there's multiple methods of using pipes. I'm getting really excited. There are multiple methods of using. Oh, don't close the window there. There is. So let's just go into Markham 3D. There is. So Who's playing with me now? There is come into here. Where's the search thing for my channel? Search, here we go. So for pipes, you can use tube tool. So that's a really cool add-on really quickly. I use the spin tool normally, but the other one is pipe. I can't remember how to say it. I called it Pipeinator to create free pipes. Beautiful add-on. That is amazing. Are you planning on modeling the Ender 3? I'd say you have to be considering, teaching. I don't really need to. I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to be focusing on if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. No, somebody left. No, I don't need to. I'm going to be focusing on making short films. That's why I'm making this sci-fi bike. That's why I created this ship. Let's just go Alt H. That's why I created this thing. Oh, come on. One more sub. Dang it, I am so pumped. So that's why I started creating the start. I'm very chuffed. One minute before midnight. Oh my goodness, what a journey. No, somebody left. Oh my goodness. It is just... Oh. That is good. Oh my goodness. Oh, I just stuff that model up. It's been so long. Oh my goodness. I just want to thank you guys. I finally hit the 10,000 mark. I really appreciate it. I'm lost for words. Finally hit it. Now on to the next chapter. So the goal is by the end of the hit to hit 25,000. That's the goal. My back is sweaty. My bum crack is sweaty. It is 36 degrees at the moment. Oh, what is the temperature? I have a fan on. I've got the air conditioner on. It's currently 31 degrees and it's midnight. Fahrenheit. It's 88 degrees. Yes, I think I did. Save. There we go. It is hot. This light ring has been burnt into my eyes. Print screen. Yes, actually. Let's... Oh my goodness! Print screen that puppy. No. Snipping tool. Snipping tool's always better. Quick before somebody goes crazy. There we go. Alright. I've snipped it. Now to line this back up. Okay, hang on. Let me just line this back up now. How do I line that up? OBS. Oh no! Oh no! Uh-oh. I've broken it. Oh no! Oh. No, it's fine. I'm pretty sure I broke it. Anyway. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah. 1 degree. Oh my goodness. Stuff that. Even though it gets like that here in Canberra. Last night we had the same temperature. Greetings from Argentina. Greetings from Australia. What a victory. I am very chuffed. Thank you guys. If there is stuff that you guys want to know, if there's any Blender add-ons that you want me to review, please do not hesitate to message me. I actually do pretty much buy all my Blender add-ons. I've only gotten 1 or 2 for free. That's a good question. Let's have a look. Who was my 1000th subscriber? How? Alright. How? Okay. Here we go. You can look at my analytics. Here we go. So I've had a really big downturn. That's in Australian as well. Subscribers. Analytics. Subscribers? I don't know. Okay, I am trying to find subscribers. I'm looking. That's a live subscriber count. Reach. If you have any questions about my analytics, now's the time to ask. If you want to see something, let me know. Audience. Look at this. 81% of people who watch my stuff are not subscribed. What the heck? I'm just trying to find if I can see a list. But yeah, that's an interesting figure. 81%. Subscribers, no. Engagement. No, I can't see it, which is really annoying. If I come to dashboard, there was a screen here. Recent subscribers. Here we go. Last 28 days. No, this is all subscriber count. I can't change. Learn more. See your recent subscribers. Make their subscription public. Dashboard. Recent subscribers card. See more to expand the card. What? I can't do anything. Ah, see more. Are you jerk? No, I can't see who is my 1000th subscriber. Please, I have a real problem with texturing. UVPackmaster all the way. That's my response. Mark with I'm just gonna add that. Show. That being said, it's time for me to go. Please feel free to stop by my channel and take a look. That one. Let me just notepad that. Garage Guy Carl Pickle. I will definitely check that out. I do jump onto the new YouTubers on the Reddit stream. And I have reviewed videos on there before. I spent like 3-4 hours just reviewing people. I'm pumped. It is now midnight. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you guys. Until next time. Tomorrow's a good day. Bye guys.